Hey everybody, so there's something I want to ask y'all. Feel free to comment down below. I'm asking y'all to comment down below because this is a must talked about subject. So I don't know how many of you ever had this happen to y'all whenever you go to the doctor's appointment or you go to the hospital because something went wrong with you over and over and you don't know what is going on. You think it's one thing when it's probably another, and you show signs, you show symptoms, and you know in your heart that something's wrong with you. And then sometimes when you have the same symptoms for years, it's like it keeps coming back. You feel like there's something worse is going on with you. But like I said, you don't know what happened. You don't know what it really is. You don't know what could it be. And fearing the worst you think is something really severe. And when you get to the hospital, you go through all these tests and everything, you get the results back and it's nothing happening. Like everything is fine. You're being told that whatever you're going through is something minor. Say, for example, if you're having severe asthma attacks, chest pains, migraine headaches, oh, you hurt your leg or whatever the case is, and you think it's something severe because the pain you feel is 10 times worse than you ever felt before. And it doesn't last just a couple of hours, but it's lasting for days. So you go to the hospital, you keep getting the same tests over and over, and mind you, this keeps happening over and over. And you keep getting the same results back. And what this person was saying to me really stuck to me because I'm like, now I'm starting to realize it, and it's true. The reason why you keep getting the same results back, saying that your test came back normal or came back with minor problems and it wasn't so life threatening, it's not because something's physically really wrong with you, but it's a spiritual warfare. Now, what if I was to tell you you're going through a spiritual warfare? Seriously, y'all can sit here and say whatever y'all want, believe whatever y'all want, but in all reality, it is the truth. You're going through spiritual warfare. Some of y'all might know, some of y'all might not know. Like I said, feel free to answer down in the comments if you've been through this before and how did you take care of it, because it happened to me. And I'm not asking y'all for answers for me. I'm asking y'all if y'all been through it and let me know what y'all story is like, because I've been through it over and over. I spoke to a cousin of mine a while back, and you know what's funny, because some of my family members might not believe in things like this, and one of my cousins, she's one of them. And when I told her that I felt like I was going through a spiritual warfare, and it might have been with two peoples, she felt like, no, that's not a spiritual warfare. There's no such thing as that. It's because you're probably going through this and this and this medical wise. No. Don't ever sit here and tell me what I'm going through or doubt me when I say I'm going through something. Just because you may not be as spiritual as I am and you may not believe in some of the things that I believe in doesn't mean it's not true. And we all say, yeah, to each his own. You are entitled to your feelings. But at the same time, don't tell somebody how to feel. Don't tell somebody what it is when it comes to them, because you don't know what they're going through. Now, yeah, I'm very spiritual. I do believe in the spiritual realm. I believe in the higher gods. I believe in a lot of stuff. And I've been this way for a long time now. And as y'all can see for yourselves, I am into spiritual readings, tarot card readings. That's because I started to be spiritually in tune with myself about 2 years ago. And not 2 years ago, maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, I was spiritually in tune, because when I first got my first reading, it was back in 2018, and when it was with a neighbor. So when my neighbor was explaining to me that she was going through a midlife crisis and that she was going through a long depression phase because she kept feeling her father, her, like energy wise, and her father's from Puerto Rico, and he passed away a long time ago, and she was showing me pictures of him and everything. So long story short, after a couple of days of keep getting these symptoms that she was feeling, the dreams, the feelings she was feeling throughout the day when she was working, she wanted to know what it really was, and she didn't know who to go to. So I told her I was willing to give her a reading and let her know what's going on. So I did tell her, what she needed to hear. And she was satisfied with that. And she felt like there was a it was a story that didn't have a ending, and she finally got her closure, and she prayed and she thanked me. She thanked the Lord. She thanked her father because her father wanted to send a message out and she couldn't get it because she wasn't that spiritually in tune. So I kind of felt that way because I felt like there was messages that was being sent my way that I wasn't actually getting clearly, and it was coming in the form of pictures, visions, and sometimes I even heard it from people's mouths. Like you know when a message is for you when you hear something familiar. So that's what happened to me. Messages kept coming through over and over. So somehow, some way, a message got through to me through another YouTube content creator that was also a tarot card reader. She don't know me, but I know her. And I was listening to one of her videos she made about cancers. Now, there's this one specific message she said in her reading that stuck to me, and I kept having visions about it to this day. Now, I know that I have a lot of enemies out there. There's no surprise. And I know there's a lot of people who secretly envies me, who's threatened by me. And some of y'all assholes might be laughing out there and thinking, please, who wants to heal you anything? Please, there's a lot of people out here that envies me for a lot of shit. And one of them expressed themselves to me how they was envying me because of how I act, who I was at that time, and I was unapologetically me because at the end of the day I was doing what I want with no consequences, with no fear behind it. And I feel like if I had one life to live, why not do what I need to do or what do I want to do? It's like sometimes you have to take risk, and great risk is greater rewards. So she finally realized that, and she was like, you know what, I should take a risk on something and see if I would be rewarded for it. So I said, go ahead, do you. And I even supported her. And for years, she has done what she needed to do instead of being so envious of me. Now look what she got. She got her own place. You know, she don't have a job, but she's making money through her hustles, whatever she's doing. And she has people who loves her. So kudos to her. But I was going through a spiritual warfare because there are a couple of peoples out here who is envious of me, who is threatened by me. And there's some people who has ill feelings towards me that lasted for years that never got to solve it. And they wish death upon me. They wish harm upon me. And they wish all these bad things upon me. And I'm wondering why. I'm like, why you feel the need to want to do this to me? Why you feel the need to want to wish, ill upon me? And they've been praying about this for so long. And some people might have even had high priestess to try to do spells on me, to just try to do readings or whatever the case is. And no matter what you try to send my way that is so evil, it's never going to win. You're not going to win. The devil's not going to win. And I return all that ill feeling, the spells, the hexes, return to sender. And as much as I pray to God and I talk to God, I knew that this was not going to happen. Your words, your spells, nothing was going to work on me. Your actions you try to take into hurting me is never going to work. Yeah, I might catch a cold, might have a few allergies here and there, whatever the case is, and I might even cut or scrape myself, but you're not going to see me damn near dead. You're not going to see me injured to the point I'm in a brace or I'm in a wheelchair. Whatever you're trying to bring upon me is never going to win. And I'm letting you know that now. And this spiritual warfare has been going on for like 3 years now. And I was like, you know what? I have a good heart. I'm a good person. And no matter how you feel about me, God knows who I am. And why you think God never had punished me. God never had forsake me, nor he denied me or anything. If anything, he protects me and covers me. And as long as I keep praying to him, worshiping him, and talking to him, I know I'm always be covered by him. So if you see me down and out, it won't be for long. If you see me sick, it won't be for long. And I haven't been injured since I was in high school. And that's when I broke a bone in my foot because a fat bitch wanted to step on me for trying to get a basketball. So if you think everything you're going to do is going to hurt me, think again, sweetie. It's never going to win. If anything, you're going to be more affected by this than I will. Because the fact that you try to wish ill upon me, I have free will, and that's one thing you would never get over on. You would never have control over, and it would never work. So, yeah, I pray for you, and I pray that you heal your heart, heal your mind, body, and soul, and pray to Jesus every once in a while for forgiveness. Ask for forgiveness because you've been through so much hell for so long. You've been through you've been through so much unimaginable things that you can't even figure out how to even start over or where to go from here. But I do pray that you gain the strength and the maturity that you need and to move on with your life, because what I do in my life has nothing to do with you, and I don't affect you in any way, nor do I benefit you in any way. So why you feel the need to want to focus on me and want to try to wish ill upon me is beyond me. But good luck with everything you do. Good luck with everything you go through. And just let you know I'm doing okay. I'm fine. I'm doing well. I'm living good. And sorry that your spells or hexes never worked.